All right, everyone, today is Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, a traditional Mexican holiday that honors and remembers friends and family members who have died. And in a special ceremony today, the Fresno boys and men of color and other youth leaders will pay their respects to young Fresnans who have lost their lives due to violence. And the community is invited to participate by bringing a photo or special item to contribute to the altar in remembrance of their loved one. Joining me now with all the details is Sher Moore. He's the Fresno Boys and Men of Color Program Manager. How are you, Sher? Good to see you.
I'm doing great.
I know you took a little bit of time from a very busy day because you're setting up the altar right now, right?
It's set up, yes. We have folks coming in, yes.
Okay, so tell me how this all started and how you partnered up with Arte Americas.
Yeah, so this started from our young people. They wanted to remember young people who in the community and community members who had lost their lives to violence. So they wanted to create this altar and invite the community to come together to remember and also to heal as a community for folks to come together.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, I think, believe it's a day to be sad, but no, it's really a day to remember and to celebrate our loved ones.
Right. Traditionally, Dia de los Muertos is a Mesoamerican holiday, right? And so it's a time for family and friends to come together to remember loved ones who have passed, right? And so part of this is celebration. There's altars, there's food, there's people getting together.
Yeah, definitely so. All right, so your organization, the Fresno Boys and Men of Color, you mentioned youth. Is this an organization made up of young people?
Yes, so Fresno Boys and Men of Color is the leadership component of Fresno Building Healthy Communities.
Okay.
Fresno Building Healthy Communities is working to change systems and policies to improve the health outcomes of all people in Fresno, right? So that everybody can live and live a happy and safe life. Healthy life, right, exactly. And so Fresno Boys and Men of Color is a part of this. At the same time that we're doing this, we're also working to change the narrative and stereotypes about young men of color. Our young men of color are leaders, they're advocates, they're giving back to their community.
Yes, definitely, in so many ways.
Yes.
In so many ways. You want to start educating them, though, early about the consequences of violence, though. And this, do you think this is a good way to do that?
I think this is a good way to engage them with the community, to show them that young men are giving back and creating a space for folks to come together to remember loved ones and to heal. Okay. And this is one way to give back.
So is it just you're honoring young Fresnans or anyone that wants to participate?
We're honoring community members. We're honoring all community members, so young people, youth, law enforcement who have lost their lives, so everyone is invited to participate. We do have an altar for folks who have lost their lives to violence. We also have a community altar for folks to come and remember their loved ones.
Oh, okay. So if you at home have lost a loved one to violence, this is a perfect place to go and honor them, because sometimes we don't build altars in our homes, and this is a great place to go. So it's at Arte Americas, and it's happening right now?
Yes. So right now we're opening the space for folks to bring items like photos, cherished items, maybe a favorite food, favorite drink of the loved one, and then tonight at 5:30 we're going to have a special ceremony.
Okay. A special ceremony, describe what that's going to be like.
We're going to invite some folks to bless our altar and to invite folks to remember. One of the ways, one of the things about Dia de los Muertos is also for folks to tell stories about their loved ones so that they're remembered in that way.
All right, so it starts at 4:30. So people have about an hour and 15 minutes to get there. That's when it starts. That's when you can start bringing things in.
Folks can start bringing things in now. We'll begin gathering at 4:30, and then at 5:30 is when we're going to start that special ceremony.
What other kind of events and activities do you hold for these young men in your organization? Or is it just a workshop kind of thing where you're educating them and teaching them how to be good young men?
It's that, and it's also them giving back to their communities.
So it's a lot of volunteer work.
Volunteer work. Recently, this year, we helped put in some garden beds at Romaine Park in their community garden. Just very recently, we had a mayoral candidate forum with Councilmember Lee Brand and Supervisor Perea. So they're engaged in their community. They're engaged in different aspects, giving back, but also engaged in the democratic process, too.
And so how do you go and recruit these young men, or do they just come to you?
We work with different partners, like, for example, Arte Americas is one of the partners that we work with. We also work with other nonprofits in the community to reach out and to bring young men to the Fresno Boys and Men of Color table. All
right, so if people are interested to find out more about what you do and your organization, sure, give us a website or a phone number where people can call.
The website is fresnobhc.org /BMOC. And our phone number is 559-255-3300.
Wonderful. And once again, really quickly, the details on tonight's activities, which begin at 4:30.
Yes, so we're going to begin gathering. Right now, the altar is open, so folks are welcome to bring a photo, an item to place on the altar. At 4:30 is when we're going to begin gathering, and at 5:30 is going to be our special ceremony.
And how long will the belongings get to stay at the museum?
We'll be out there until 7 o'clock. Folks are invited to,
okay.
if they want to take it back, they can.
Oh, okay. So then you can take all your stuff back home. I get it. Okay, wonderful. Sir, thank you so very much. Wonderful things you're doing.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next time.